Hello friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel from Nalanda Chess Academy, Shivamogga. Join us in the pursuit of chess excellence. We are looking at lesson number 22 in the series Art of Chess Attack on the Uncastled King. This is a game played between John Oski and F.J. Marshall. F.J. Marshall playing black. This is Petrov defense. White plays pawn e4, black e5, knight f3, knight f6, knight into e5, and black plays d6. So remember, knight into e4 is not a good move in view of queen e2, and once the knight moves, knight c6 check and the queen is lost. Hence, after knight into e5, black plays d6. So this is theory. Theory tries to help the player by avoiding incorrect moves in the opening. So white plays knight f3, now captures knight into e4, d4, d5, pawns in the center, bishop d3 and bishop d6, preparing for castle. So instead of castling, now white plays c4. This is this is not the best move. The best move is to castle, but white chooses c4. So black plays bishop b4 check. Again king f1. This is one of the variations. Knight c3 or knight nb d2 are other variations which are also have been played in the past, but white chooses king f1 in this variation in this game. Black plays 00 and white c into d5, queen into d5. Now white plays queen c2, eyeing the pawn on h2, threatening the knight. So once the knight is removed, the h7 pawn is targeted. So rook e8 supporting the knight, and knight c3 again attacking the queen as well as the knight. So knight into c3, b into c3 attacking the bishop. So once bishop is taken away, then the pawn on h7 will be captured by white. That's the idea. But is that what black has in his mind? Not really. Queen into f3. Here comes the queen sacrifice. Can you pause pause here and find the best move, or find the move what happens if queen is captured here? Take a moment and find the best move here. Yes, I hope you have found the move. Bishop h3 check, king g1 and rook e1 checkmate. What a wonderful mate here. So queen cannot be captured here. So instead white chooses bishop into h7 check, king h8 and captures the bishop. C into b4. Now black plays knight c6. Still the queen cannot be captured as the same mate is still possible. Bishop b2. Now white frees up the rook and says he is ready to capture the queen on f3. Knight into b4. So now white captures g into f3, bishop h3 check, king g1, knight into c2 captures the queen, bishop comes back, bishop c2. Now we have both the bishops on the same line and the rook on the open file. So this is an ideal scenario for black. Rook e2 attacking both the bishops, and rook c1 supporting the bishop. If any of the bishop is moved, so you will still end up losing one bishop. So white plays rook c1 supporting the bishop, and now comes the other rook again threatening mate on the last rank. So bishop c3 guarding the square on e1. Now comes another beautiful move, rook 8 e3. What a wonderful move. So white played bishop b4, but what if the rook is captured? F into e3. Here comes rook g2 check, king f1 and rook into c2 check. Anywhere the king moves, rook into, let's say king moves to e1, then rook into c1 check and the other rook is also lost. So this is simply losing position for white. So the rook cannot be captured here. Instead, white plays bishop b4. Now comes rook into f3, bishop d1. So is this a mistake by black? Because one of the rooks are lost here. Black plays rook f6. Now bishop into e2 check. Can you find the next move for black? Yes, none other than rook g6 check. This is the only savior move, bishop g4 and rook g4 is checkmate. What a wonderful game. The king has been moved from e1 to g1 and mated here with the rook in its original position. I hope you enjoyed the game. For more games, please like and subscribe. Have a good day. Bye bye.